Monster, no, you are wrong. I am a god.
I'm Rex Paradox, the greatest man who ever lived, resident internet cowboy. And today on the program, this isn't part of a series, not yet, but I just wanted to talk about this. Like, I took like an art class. I took a class called Art Appreciation in high school, and it's this thing that I started doing it after I took this class, and I never noticed it before. But like, you ever seen the 16th Chapel? Have you ever seen the 16th Chapel in your life? Just like ever. It's the painting where, like, I can't remember who the fuck does it, but some dude, he paints on the ceiling. I could easily just research this and tell you who does it, but like, it's called the 16th Chapel. And like, yo, the 16th Chapel, it has this pose in there where it's like I think it's supposed to be like man and God, and like man and God, they're reaching out to each other, and it's like their two fingers, like, you know, going towards each other. It's like, I always do that whenever I gotta like hand something from somebody. I'm just like, 16th Chapel. I do this shit all the time, dude. Whenever I'm pointing to something, I'm like, 16th Chapel. But that's not why I'm making this. The reason I'm making this is just because, like, the 16th Chapel, man, like, that's just the most, just like shitting on every other fucking artist in the world. It's just like, this motherfucker painted on the ceiling. They painted that shit on the ceiling, dude. Like, how the fuck do you paint on the ceiling? And it's fucking, it's like, it's one of those old-timey, you know, like, this is how we draw people. It's European art style. I'm not even gonna say, like, it's old-timey. It was art before that shit. It's like the idea, classical European art. It's just like, this motherfucker painted on the fucking ceiling, dude. Like, how do you beat some shit? No other fucking person anywhere can ever compete with something like that. The only way you can compete with some shit like that is like, either you have to paint something underwater, maybe like probably on like the bottom of the ocean or some shit, or like you got to paint something on the moon. There's no other way that you can top something like the fucking 16th Chapel. It's not possible. This motherfucker painted on the ceiling. And I'm not saying they're like the first person to paint on the ceiling, but like, they did a mural on the ceiling. You can't beat a fucking mural on the fucking ceiling. Especially with the pose, where it's just like, they're pointing, the fingers reaching out to God. I'm just like, dude. That's just like, I like the 16th Chapel just because of that. It's just the ultimate shitting on fucking every fucking artist in existence. Every fucking other artist at the time. And you know, it's just like, ugh. tell me who can top the fucking 16th Chapel. Right? Not now, but like, you know, back then. Like, who the fuck could top the 16th? Probably like for hundreds of years, no one could ever really top that shit. I'm not saying it's the greatest painting ever, but it's like, it's the most ballsy one that I can think of. Because a motherfucker painted all that shit on the ceiling. On this, I don't need to tell you how gravity works. Like, naturally the paint's gonna be coming down. It's just like, how the fuck did this dude manage this shit? This shit look clean as a motherfucker too. That's the crazy thing. It's just like, yo, how you ever gonna top the 16th Chapel? I would never try to do some shit like that. And you know what? Like, that's why that fucking painting is so just fucking iconic and shit. It's like, damn, son, damn. It's not really even a painting. It's a mural. How do you define a painting? It was painted. But I'm like, damn, dude, like, you can't fucking top the 16th Chapel, nigga. Like, you can't do that shit. you can't do it. I just like, damn. What kind of fucking witchcraft did this dude use to fucking paint on the ceiling? It's not like you can even like, oh yeah, like, does that look right to you? It's like, nigga, it's on the ceiling. How the fuck I'm supposed to know? It's, yeah, I don't, like, how the fuck you, because, like, I assume he had to, like, draw it where it was, like, scaled enough where people who were, like, you know, at ground level could, like, see what it, like, just the amount of fucking preparation and shit that probably had to go into that. Like, okay, you can draw something on the ceiling, but people, like, can people fucking standing on the ground see it? What's the relative height? Are the proportions right? Like, all that shit. all that shit. Is this paint gonna last? Like, how the fuck do I avoid getting paint in my eye and shit? How fucking long did it take them? It's like, man, just damn. And that's it, man. That's the video. But like, yo, check the 16 chapel out. Like, really think about how the fuck, like, some person drew on the fucking, painted on the fucking ceiling a mural, like real art, painted on the ceiling. I mean, I guess all art's art, but like, you know, like some humanoid, really loosely realistic shit. I'm like, damn, dude, goddamn. I respect that. Like the sheer amount of effort and talent that went into that is amazing to me. But yeah, man, the 16th chapel, like, that's just the ultimate, just stunting, shitting, flossing, whatever, styling on every motherfucker in existence, because they painted on the ceiling. If some motherfucker can, like, figure out how to paint on the moon or something in space with zero gravity, like, that's the next one. It's going to have to be, like, gigantic where you can see it from Earth, but, like, that's the next one right there. And I'm Rick's Paradox, the greatest man who ever lived, and always remember that the moon landing was fake. Always take candy from strangers. There's a couple other things in there, but I'm not going to say them in this video. You can watch some other videos for that shit. Yeah. Goodbye. Have a nice day.